Hello and welcome to the program. I'm your host, Neil Howard, here on Health Professional Radio. Thank you for joining us today. Our guest is Dr. Richard Wolff, founder of Holistic Pain Relief and Weight Loss Center, and also the author of the book, Please Don't Read This Book Unless You're Ready to Get Out of Pain Without Medication, Lose Weight, and Look and Feel Great. Now, there's a title for you. He's going to discuss a number of lifestyle trends and issues involving holistic, all-natural weight loss. Welcome to the program, Dr. Richard Wolff.
Thank you, Neil. Thanks for having me.
A bit of background about yourself. You are a doctor of chiropractic, correct?
Yes.
Is that what you initially went into?
Yes, I was interested in going in the holistic end rather than what's called the allopathic end, which is more pharmaceuticals and surgery, trying to help people get well naturally. And then through the years, through a lot of study, research, conferences, and just looking for further ways to help people, we've added many, many things to the practice to help people get well and lose weight.
With this practice, Holistic Pain Relief and Weight Loss Center, how long has it been in existence?
We've been at this location in Maplewood since 2005, but I've been in practice at different locations since 1988.
Weight loss is extremely difficult to manage and maintain, as evidenced in so many of our commercials and television shows. Do you consider the holistic approach a better approach or a more healthy approach? Why is it that you're here today pushing holistic weight loss?
Well, we have about 80% of our population is either overweight or clinically obese, so there's a problem in our culture. And I think it's probably more of an educational and information problem. If people started to understand what they need to do to lose weight and detoxify and lose fat, then they could take the action steps to do that. So dieting and exercise has not worked well. Otherwise, we wouldn't have the problem that we do. So trying to address it in a healthy way, not only helping people lose fat and also target fat loss, but also just get healthier along the way.
Does the holistic approach deal with any of the psychological aspects of being overweight and maybe not being able to lose the weight and keep it off? I think in my experience in talking with people, that is the number one thing that causes so much discouragement and just causes people to just give up. Is there a holistic alternative to what normally goes on within some of the other weight loss organizations or with a weight loss healthcare professional?
Well, the psychological perspective is very important, but I do think along with that, there are a number of key components, and I can give you three, that when people start losing weight and feeling better, the psychological component becomes much less of an issue because they're seeing the results and they're feeling better. They're getting back to the functions in their life that they want to enjoy. So if I may, I would give you three components.
Pleasure, yeah.
One is 80% of our culture has hypothyroid issues. That means that their thyroid is not functioning properly. We have an iodine deficiency in our culture, and people don't know about iodine nor how to get it. There's 59 known diseases due to low iodine, including breast cancer. So we have to get people the right amount of iodine and the healthiest iodine. And really the best way to get what's called bioavailable absorbable iodine is through sea vegetables. And there's many ways to do that. But when you start supporting that thyroid with the right iodine, that is, like I said, is bioavailable. The iodine is also going to the heart, the brain needs iodine, male and female health organs need it. The body is able to start supporting its metabolic rate and start detoxifying. And iodine does so many other things in the body for good health. So the hypothyroid issue is a big one. And when people understand that, we can help them address that holistically with natural products.
If I can just for 1 second, there are a number of medications on the market, levothyroxine. If a person were to, be taking that in conjunction with a healthier lifestyle and healthier diet, could they totally get off of the pharmaceutical and continue the weight loss?
Yes, well, that would be one of the goals. I would not direct a patient to get off of their medication, but they would do that with their medical doctor as the thyroid is starting to stabilize and we're giving the body the nutrition that it needs, and again, specifically bioavailable iodine for the thyroid. I would want the person to work with their medical doctor and their blood work to be able to get off that medication, because all medication has side effects, and some of them are rather strong. So that would be a goal. Well, the second one is Candida. Candida is a systemic yeast infection. Again, the number, ironically, is 80. 80% of our culture has Candida. The systemic yeast will come from taking birth control pills, which are steroids, drinking alcohol, sugar, a lot of the foods that we eat that are processed. We have a food problem in our culture. About 80% of our food is GMO. So the digestive system the wall should be lined with probiotics. Those are good bacteria. And as I mentioned a moment ago, these, medications, alcohol, birth control pill, sugar will affect the lining of the digestive system and impact those probiotics. We need probiotics to absorb our nutrition, to support blood health, to support brain health, for weight loss, for heart health. So when the probiotics are being eliminated along the digestive wall, the body will start producing yeast, and that's called Candida. And that's in the bloodstream. And 8 out of 10 people have that. And that's going to cause a major difficulty not only in overall health, but specifically in weight loss. Mm-hmm. So we need to, again, just like with the thyroid and with the bioavailable iodine, address holistically and naturally how to cleanse out Candida out of the bloodstream, get that toxicity out of there so that they can start to lose weight. And also, Candida is highly inflammatory, so it correlates to quite a number of diseases. And then the third part would be alkalinity. Most people in our culture are drinking water from the store or from the sink. In our office, we have alkaline water for our patients in glass bottles. So we want to alkalinize the body, which is its all-natural state. When you start to alkalinize and hydrate the cells of the body will kick out toxicity. When toxins leave the body, fat will follow. We're cleansing the body. It's for anti-aging. It's for healing. And then we want it in glass because plastic bottles are causing hormonal issues, and hormonal imbalances also cause weight gain. And specifically, especially for women, plastic bottles that they're drinking from have chemicals in it that will synthetically raise estrogen, and a lot of that will end up in the breast. So if we just simply with most people address understanding thyroid health with the bioavailable iodine, that most people do have Candida and how to cleanse it out, and address alkalinity, I think we could take a large majority of the people who've struggled with weight loss and overall health and start them on the way to lose weight, lose fat, and get healthier.
We've been talking about some of the side effects of pharmaceuticals, some of the pitfalls and drawbacks when trying to successfully manage a weight loss program. I suppose that the title of your book suggests that there is a way that we can avoid the side effects, some of the psychological effects, and successfully keep the weight off and still look and feel great. You're the author of Please Don't Read This Book Unless You're Ready to Get Out of Pain Without Medication, Lose Weight, Look and Feel Great. Talk about the book and why you gave it such a title, such a wide-ranging title.
It's a pleasure working with people that are ready. They've made that emotional decision to step up and do something about their life and make positive changes. We have so many people that are unhappy, they're overweight, they're in pain. It's affecting the quality of their lives. And many people get to a point where it's just enough. And those are the people that we want. When someone has made the decision to step in with both feet, I'm here, I'm ready to be helped, and I'm ready to take action, then we're on our way. So, so it's that decision and it may help involve the family talking with them. It may be their own personal decision on their own, but they are ready to do things that are going to actually make a huge difference in their life.
Now, you use an FDA-approved system for weight loss. Talk about this system that you utilize in your practice.
The UltraSlim is the only FDA-approved, double-patented, non-laser fat loss system in the country. There's only, I think, 3 others in the state of New Jersey. There's no side effects. There's no surgery required. There's no medication. No exercise is even required, although we highly recommend it. The patient will come in and they tell us where they desire to target fat loss. And then they're measured. We take some pictures where they desire that change. And they are set up with a once a week schedule where they're laying under a light. It's a board of lights. It's kind of like infrared. And the light is actually, it feels warm, and the light actually penetrates through the skin and literally opens up the pores in fat cells. And the patient doesn't really feel anything. It's just they're laying there and relaxing. The fat can start to come out of the cells, and then after about 8 minutes on the front, 8 minutes on each side, and 8 minutes on the back, they're escorted to a hypervibe machine where they stand on a vibration machine for 10 minutes to help escort that fat to the lymph, the kidneys, the liver, and the feces. And then the average fat loss is about 3 inches per session. We also make sure they're on that alkaline water that I mentioned earlier in glass to help cleanse and detoxify the body. We do encourage some kind of exercise within 24 to 48 hours after the session because the fat cell pores stay open. So we want to encourage more fat to get out. And then we do give them a list of foods to eat and not eat, and we do discuss the things that we mentioned before, among others like the hypothyroidism with the iodine and the candida and, nutritional support to stay healthy. So over week by week, we're watching them, we're measuring them, and we see really, really nice results. And the goal is really to help people change their lives and get back to looking and feeling the way they want to.
Now, just to be clear, we're talking targeted weight loss. Say a person has a midsection that they want to lose weight. They think their legs are okay, or their upper body, or the areas around their thighs. You can pinpoint areas of weight loss using this system. And that being said, can you also do an overall workout and still get that 3 inches per session result?
Well, that's the goal of the UltraSlim system, is our technicians will set the panel over where the person is desiring to target fat loss. And if they desire more than one area, then we'll have to have them come back and focus in on another program. But we'll start with one area. Okay. For most people, with women, it's typically belly and thighs. With men, it's typically belly and chest. And then we'll focus there for 3, 6, or 12 weeks, depending on what their goals are. And then we're making sure that they're, again, drinking the water and adding in the right supplements and hopefully eating the right food, potentially keeping it on a log. And then also there's other opportunities we can work with them on, as you said, other things to do for weight loss and toning, like the right exercise, the right stretching, the proper nutrition. But the UltraSlim system is specifically looking at the area that they desire to alter by eliminating fat.
Where can we go online and learn more about this UltraSlim fat loss system and get a copy of your book as well? Please don't read this book unless you're ready to get out of pain without medication, lose weight, and look and feel great.
Well, one thing they can do is to call me at the office at 973-761-5060. Or they can email us at the UltraSlim site. It's Dr. Wolf, DRWOLF, ultraslim.com. Or they can email me at drwolf at drwolfholisticchiro.com.
Dr. Wolf, thank you so much for taking the time with us today.
Thank you.
You've been listening to Health Professional Radio. I'm your host, Neil Howard. Transcripts and audio of the program are available at healthprofessionalradio.com.au and also at hpr.fm.